Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 3 trades. I sold 3 pound pairs and it was based on pound weakness. It was less than 10%. It's 30% now because it's doing a pullback up. But in real time, when I got into the trade, it was less than 10%. So I knew it was going to go down. Keep in mind, 5 days before the US elections, these pound pairs are going to jump around and 20 pips will not hold. So be aware of that over the next 5 to 7 days. So with that thought in mind, and today's date happens to be October the 29th, and I took the 3 pairs around 7:11 this morning, New York time, and the pound yen was about 22:07 a.m. New York time. So let's run a check on this first pair, the pound Aussie. Drag and drop it up. And of course, as you can see, it still continued to go down more with the pound weakness. But I was happy with the totals down here. I usually do 2 to 5 trades. And when I got 50 pips or more, that makes me happy. And that's basically how I trade. When I'm happy, I close the trades. So I did get in at this cursor here and I closed this trade out. Looks like with 16 pips. And 16 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,054. And before I go any further, I want to remind you that if you enjoy the fact that I'm making these videos and helping you with your trading, can you please at least subscribe to my channel and please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that a lot. And of course, as long as I'm talking to traders and helping traders on a weekly basis, I will keep doing so. So let's run a check on this. Looks like the pound yen. Let's see, drag and drop this up and see where I got in at. This one here did not do as big of a pullback, which I'm very happy for. It did go against me 11 pips. Should have closed it out here, but I was actually doing some training videos for my Fib Master and I missed it, so I had to wait for the next cycle down. And when I saw this nice little almost perfect doji, I figured that was a good place to close the trade, and I closed it with 22 pips, and 22 pips on the pound yen paid $2,100. And I would like to point out, when I pulled the trigger, it was a great way to trade. That's used in the moving averages and the indicators down at the bottom. And everything was screaming red, so I knew it was going to go down. I teach all of these advanced tips and tricks within the training videos. So let's move on to the pound CAD. And on this pound CAD, it was not a great way to trade, but I knew when I pulled the trigger that it was going down. So let's drag and drop this up on the pound CAD. As I said, when I pulled the trigger right here, now it did go against me, but I had to just wait patiently until it gave me some pips. And I knew it was going to give me pips because the pound was less than 10%. But the market does what it wants to do. It's very random, and sometimes you have to wait an hour or two before you'll start getting the pips. So I took the trade here. As you can see, the 3 indicators down at the bottom, everything is screaming red. And I eventually decided to close it out here. Looks like a good time to close it. And that happens to be 61 pips. And 61 pips on the pound CAD paid $4,565. And not only was the pound very weak this morning, but the CAD was right at the top and there was a lot of strength. And I label that as If one of them is at the bottom, I call that like a bus driver. And if you happen to have the one at the bottom and the one at the top, and one is very strong, one is very weak, I call that a double bus driver. And away it goes. It'll give you many times 100 or more pips. And as far as today went, pip total, it was 99 pips. And for those 99 pips, I ended up with $7,720. And I wanted to point out that this eventually did set up for a great fib trade. So if you put a fib on it from swing pivot high to this low right here, could be this one, same thing. It did do a pullback. Not only did it hit entry 1, hit entry 2, hit entry 3. I teach exactly how to get in the trade around these 3 entries. Let's say you took number 2, for example, right here, and if you closed out exactly where I closed out, that would have been 96 pips on that run. Love this advanced Fib Master. It gives 4 different entry points and a grand total of 10 targets, all the way down to here. This took me about 3 months to put together. It was very frustrating, and then I had to figure out how or where it was on the platform, like on the computer. And after I finally figured out where it was, now I have a permanent copy of this that has 10 targets. But as I said, once it broke the goal line, I was figuring that there was a chance that it could have just kept going down. But it decided to rest for a while, and I knew eventually it was going to go down because there was too many indicators down at the bottom telling me so. And of course I can show you this fib tool on the other 2 trades I took. That was the pound CAD. Let's take a look at this pound Aussie right here. Looks like it did exactly the same thing. Throw the fib on it, swing pivot high, swing pivot low. First it was here, and then it became here, right here. So it came back to entry 2. So getting in anywhere between 1 and 2. Let's go with the middle. Stop is there, is like only 15 pips. And to the bottom down here is like 80 pips. This FibMaster tool is a great addition to go along side by side with the Pro Trigger. It's a fantastic tool to have in your toolbox. Let's see how it would have done on the pound yen. Now, of course, if you're up, say an hour before the blue box here, let's say around 6 o'clock, you could have caught this move on the way down from here to here or here. So let's run a fib from the top to this fib pivot low right here. Now it did come back. It hit entry 1 and 2, and it hit the goal line. And that move right there to here is like roughly 80 pips, and all the way down to here is like more than 90 pips. Hit target number 6 here. Another great fib retracement and then a move. That's the way the market moves. It gives a push and then a pullback. And I call that the flow of the market. And this fib tool shows you exactly where you should be getting into the trade. And of course, if you stick around till the end of this video, I will be giving a special offer on the FibMaster full course. So if your system is not producing like my Pro Trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it, and to do so all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this Pro Trigger system that I do charge $250 for, and it comes with 5.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Now it comes with 4 MT4 templates, 9 custom indicators, and my favorite meter. Would not trade without the meter, and neither should you. Now, I give a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents. This means there's a lot of training and education, which is what you need to succeed at trading the markets. Now, due to the fact that there's a lot of ways to trade, and I do teach a lot of ways to trade, that is why I give 42 training videos and 9 bonus videos. Now, my number one way of trading is a great way to trade, and you're looking at a perfect example on this pair right here. That's using the AO and the moving averages on the top. Now, what makes this system, the Pro Trigger, a little bit better is within these 5 subjects. In each and every one of these videos, I give a lot of advanced training and tips and tricks. I teach how to get near perfect timing entries. I teach how to stay in the trade for more pips, along with how to trade at the right hand edge. This is every new trader's problem. They don't know if they should be buying or selling. Well, I teach exactly how to trade at the right hand edge and how to trade higher time frames. Also, obviously, teach how to trade the new Pro Trigger version 2, and that the only addition I did was I added this MTF awesome oscillator. Now, throughout the videos, I show dozens and dozens, in other words, many great trade setups. Also teach how to backtest the Pro Trigger, and I still do it to this day, up to 8 hours every weekend. Also teach how to scan the market, how to trade all 3 sessions, including this London close. Also teach how to trade pullbacks and reversals, along with I teach how to trade the goal line. There's always a lot of trading opportunities around the goal line. I also teach how to trade the news and also how to trade with a day job. In other words, you don't have to quit your 9-to-5 job. You can either trade when you come home after for the Asian time frame, or you can trade a few hours before you go to your job in the morning, trading the London session. So, I now want to talk about a special that I have. That this is my FibMaster full course. Basically, it's ready to go. There's 30 training videos, and you can read all the different things that I'm teaching within here. There's 3 gigabytes of training, and you will get this FibMaster tool. It's a great addition or complement to go along with the Pro Trigger. And if you end up buying both packages together, each one of them is $250, but I will give $100 discount if you buy them both. In other words, this FibMaster will only cost you $150. That's a $100 discount. So if you're interested, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, send me an email. I really do prefer Skype, as we can talk live and we can do screen sharing. All you got to do is click on this link. You don't even need Skype installed. All you got to do is click on this link and we will have a connection, and through Skype screen sharing I will give you a free session, show you some more things on the Pro Trigger and the FibMaster, and answer your questions. It probably lasts about 45 minutes or so, depending on how many questions you have. Now, over the course of many years, I've been building trigger systems, and if you click on this link right here, you will see 28 screenshots. So as I said earlier, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.